やや、こんにちは、こんばんは、猫だよ。今日はスタンリーパラブルをやっていきたいと思います。ぜひ最後までご覧ください。どうぞー。ナレーターさんがちょっとうるさかったから黙らせてやろうと思って飛び降りてみたら死んじゃった。
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
さっきのところまで戻ります。
さっき
のところまで戻ってきました。よし。
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
お願いです。何でもかんでも自分で一人で決めようと思わないでください。
I'm asking for her.
彼女のためなんです。彼女って誰？スタンリー男でしょ？
Stanley, your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside,
彼
to
女
let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
彼女は待っていました。彼女スタンレー彼女いんの？うわー、びっくりした。
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Pick up the phone. 嫌です。切れるまで待ちましょう。猫は取りません。なかなか切れないね。
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. It's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How did I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
そう、私はスタンリーじゃない、猫です。
This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you've made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically sacrifice every problem in the economy of his house. Which choice will he make? Remember, unlike here, the real world makes sense, and the time choosing to make a choice does not involve rational logic. Any kind of Stephen person does not make sense in all likelihood. That person is not real. Allow the person to therefore then provide excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, my goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack.
Huh? Practice.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making these choices per day. Do you make more days? Less? Animally. Do you make more choices actually meaningful? And make their contribution to the world? Just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant. And the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
は？動けってこと？なんかすごい部屋になってんだけど。はい、出たよ部屋。巻き戻しさせられてる。戻ればいいの？
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all.
自殺もできないようにされちゃった。
We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
オープンした。選択肢が間違ってたから元に戻れたって。
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
左のドアを選択しろだって。猫は絶対右に入りたいんだけど。もう抗うなってこと？どうしたらいいと思う？
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
よし、右に行きます。
No! Why did you do
No!
that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
あ、世界が歪み始めてる。世界が崩壊。もう、このゲームの制作者が間違った方向に行く世界を壊し始めてるんだけど。そんなことってある？もうナレーターさん反応もしてくれない。猫は悲しいよ。開けて。開けて。絶対開けてくんないの？ナレーターさんが全然反応してくんない。ダメだわ。従うしかねえか。しょうがないな。もうナレーターさんに見放されちゃった。猫は悲しいよ。
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked about that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
I have to. うわー、ナレッタさん狂っちまったよ。誰がそうさせたかって？猫だね。猫が怒らせたから。
I'm here.
世界が崩壊。
Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
猫は子供だって。
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard.
いや、あのエンディングはダメだから。あのエンディングは納得いかない。
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
仕切り直そうとしてる。まあでも右に行っても同じだから左にとりあえず従います。はい。はいはい。はい、来ましたよ。ナレタさん。
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
でも上司のオフィスに素直に行くと思うなよ。
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
下に行けなくなってる。猫が逆らうからだ。お、ボスの部屋が変わってる。
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover
あれ、
not an
マネージ
indication
ャ
of any
ー
human
ボスじゃない
life.
の。
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
従いたくないけど従う以外の道がないんだけど。
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall. I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
ナレタさんがまた怒り始めてる。
Okay, fine. You're not gonna do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
おう、また怒っちゃった。
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
上の世界に行った。
Stanley? Hello?
上の世界、うん。
Is everything okay? Stanley, please.
スタンリーを上から見て
I need
る。
you to make a choice. I
The
need you to
end.
walk through the door.
終わった。
Are you listening to
あ、
me? Can you
スタッ
hear
フ
me?
ロールが流れてる。
Is everything
何エンド
alright?
これは。バッドエンド。
Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot
Stanley,
be
そん
wrong
な
here.
顔
We
してん
can
の？
work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I
ちょっとイ
simply
ケメ
need
ン
you
じゃ
to
ん。
take that step forward, please. Choose.
頼
Do
むよ。
something. Anything. This is more important
ナ
than
レ
you
ータ
can
ーさん
ever
がかわい
know.
そうな声出してる。
I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
どうする次は。ちょっと電話トレーニングやってみたいと思う。よし、電話取るぞ。
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you could.
取ったぞ。
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right.
かわいい声だね。
Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
え
Gotcha. Oh,
Gotcha.
come on. Did you actually think you had a
う
loving
わ、
wife?
意地悪めっち
They
ゃ
want。to commit their life to you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
お見せてくれんの。
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Good morning, employee 427. Press T on your keyboard. T.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Please press R. めっちゃこれスタンリーの
Look
作
at
業
him
してんじゃ
there,
ん。
pushing buttons. No, he's eating lunch. No, he's going home. No, he's coming back to work. Well, he was right away. It's children's life. But it's mine. It's mine. He got fantastic adventures. But behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild solutions to the unknown. Fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. Each day he returned to work. Was reminded that nothing would ever happen to him.
Press R to proceed.
So he had to fantasize about his own job. First he imagined that one day when he sat up at his desk, realized that all his coworkers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Then the time will reach the voice.
So he went further. He imagined he came to two open doors, and they could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what day behind each door. The mere thought that his decision would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to many puzzle paths and destinations. Down one path led a north room with voices and mind controls, and down another young mind weaved in many directions, and down another game with Bailey, and he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so instead he repeated it again and again and again, over and over, wishing on hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer, some new path, must there be? Perhaps he begged just one more time. There is no answer. How could it possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
To be at work in the morning. 押しちゃうよ。
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
終わった。終わった。
Stanley stood for a long time in one spot. It's part of a game. He likes to see how long he can go without dying. So far, he's doing excellent. And if he just stays right where he is, I'm sure he'll keep up that good momentum. Let's observe the genius at work.
ただ棒立ちしてるだけでも話が進むんだけど。ちょっとこのまま待ってみるか。早送りカットしたらいいか。これカッティングはサルさんに任せていいの？なんなん？どういう意味なん？なんなん？その言い方なんなん？嫌なら嫌って言いなよ。ワンチームだって言ってたのに。これ収録中だけどカットするから。もちろん。最後までご視聴ありがとうございました。また次回の動画でお会いしましょう。またねー。